Hello, welcome back again. We are making our way through the College Board SAT question bank, the digital question bank. These questions were downloaded on April 14th, 15th, 2024, so it may have changed by the time you're watching this, but hopefully you can learn something. We're going through linear functions, questions 36 through 45 today. I'm writing the question code for ease of reference in the question bank, just the last three characters. All right, this is probably video 4 or 5 in this sequence. If you need definitions, go watch the other ones. We're going to dive right in. We have our linear function, h of x equals 3x minus 7. They want h of negative 2, so you just plug that guy in wherever you see an x, minus 7. Multiply it out, negative 6 minus 7. Add like terms, negative 13, and that gives a. Man, lots of a's. All right, we got all of our answer choices for number 37, D75. All of our answer choices are linear functions themselves. So looking at the differences, a strategy there is to look at the slope and see how they're different. Look at the y-intercept and see how they're different. And let's find those things here. We have 5.7 minutes per mile. Minutes per mile. Think about how the odometer in a car is given. That's given in miles per hour, miles per minute. If x is the number of miles and m is the number of minutes, okay, so this actually is giving it to us the way we want it. So 5.7 minutes per mile for 1 mile times x miles yields minutes. So 5.7x is what we want, so that is actually going to be D. I thought they were going to try to be tricky on that and flip it over, but apparently not. It was a single pip in the difficulty indicator after all. B9C. Okay, we have, oh, they're trying to trick you and make it look like it's parabola, but it's linear. Okay, y-intercept is negative 128, I guess, but what do we got? A minus b. Oh, okay, so they want the slope a and the y-intercept b. We just said the y-intercept is negative 128. X-intercept is 2, but the y-intercept is when x is 0. So you can very easily calculate a slope of 64. So a is 64, and the y-intercept b, you just walk that back another 64 and you get 128, negative 128. So a minus b is 64 minus negative 128. Add those two things together. Of course, it's going to be bigger than 128, so it's going to be D. Because when you subtract a negative, the sign flips. Don't forget to check for that. Moving on. All of our answers are linear functions again. So strategy should be to look at the slope and the y-intercept. I see that we have almost all unique slopes. A and C have the same slope. Oh no, that's negative. Okay, they do have unique slopes, so that's all I'm going to pay attention to. 4 million from 4 million to in 2000 to 1.9. So it's a decrease, so it's going to be C or D. Assuming that oil and gas production decreased at a constant rate, which is following best models of production after the year 2000. So they're close enough that you actually do have to do the math. There's no way around it. So if 4 is million, so 4 millions is our y-intercept. If I plug in 13, so negative 21 over 130 times 13 plus 4. If that is anything other than 1.9, then it's D, but if it is 1.9, then it is C. For this one, I actually am going to use a calculator. I've been doing this run so far. Actually, no, you could do this without a calculator. I was going to lament that I've been doing this run so far without a calculator, and this might have been the first one. But let's go ahead and maybe I did one in an earlier video. But anyway, 130 and 13 have that common multiple of 13. So that reduces to 1. That reduces to 10. So negative 21 over 10 plus 4, negative 2.1 plus 4. We want this to be 1.9. I think this is gonna be 1.9. 4 minus 2.1. Yeah, that's 1.9. So the answer here is C. Don't have to check D because we already know our answer. These tiny, tiny tables on here. All right. Difficulty of 2 pips for question 40, C56. Okay. They want the value of f of 3. They give the y-intercept at negative 2, so y equals mx minus 2. Always recognize that when x is 0, you got negative 2. And again, I'll remind people that there is a pause button on these things, and if you haven't downloaded or found the question bank and want to do these along with me, hit that pause button and try the questions before I jump in on them. All right, let's see. So our slope is rise of 6, x of 2, so 6 over 2 is 3. So we got 3x minus 2. F of 3, 3 times 3 minus 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. So B. Part of the point of this video series is also to demonstrate that these questions don't have to take a million years to do, which is the only reason that I really gave this to myself as a challenge. It's because I knew that even though there's like 2,000 questions in the question bank, it's not going to take me actually that long to do them. All right, we got linear functions as our answer choices again, all different y-intercepts and all different slopes. Given 2 coordinate points, the easier thing to find is the slope. So change in y is 8. Change in x is negative 6. So that's going to be negative 4 over 3. That's a trap for sure because they're going to try to get you to mess up the negatives. So I'm going to do that out here. Negative 5 minus 3 divided by 4 minus negative 2. Negative 5 minus 3 is indeed negative 8. And 4 minus negative 2 is indeed 6. Negative 8 over 6 is indeed negative 4 over 3, giving us the answer of C. In my head, I did it kind of in a reversed way, but it works. If you've got a method that you're comfortable with for doing stuff like that, then have at it, man. All right, here we go. 40, 41, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 41. Get rid of that line. All right. All right, that was question 41. 42, B81. Linear graph again. They've made it teeny tiny for whatever reason. Looks like we're just looking for the equation of this line. It has a 0 y-intercept. Check for any shifts. No shifts, so we know it's going to be either A or B. The slope goes up 2 over 1, so it's A. Mx plus B again. Slope is M, y-intercept is 500. What is the total cost to produce 1,000 shirts? So plug in X is 1,000, but first we need the slope. Total cost of 100 shirts is 800, so they give us a point. So we're going to plug that in and find the slope. So 100, m times 100, because x is our 100, plus 500 is equal to 800. Subtract the 500, divide by 100, so 300 divided by 100 is 3. Okay, so using that, 3 times 1,000 plus 500. Of course, that's 3,000 plus 500 is 3,500. This was question 43, D7C. is 3,500. $44 O3E. Okay, we have a gallon of paint, 220 square feet. So it's like an XY coordinate point, 1, 220. Room has a total area of W, which equation represents total amount of paint. Need to paint the whole room 2 times. Okay, so that's going to modify some things here. Or should we, wait, hold on. I was thinking that was a coordinate point, but that actually is not. Area is W, so basically our X is the W. Which equation? Gallons is P. So I want the gallons to be the numerator there. We want gallons per square feet times square feet to be equal to gallons. So if it's 1 gallon for every 220 square feet, but if I'm doing this twice, then that should be 1 over 440. 1 over 440? No, we're doing it twice. So 1 gallon for every 220 square feet to do the room twice. So 2W. Yeah, so 1 over 220 times 2W, because W is the area in square feet. That reduces to 110. So 1 over 110, that's going to give us A. And then the last question for this video, number 45. Made it past the halfway point. On linear functions, we are nearly there, I suppose, optimistically. FDE is the code. We've got all the same slope, different y-intercept. The y-intercept is 0, -8. So the answer must be B, but let's double check it to see if we have any shifts. Slope 3 and passes through that. Yeah, that powerful thing. When x is 0, they give you the y-intercept. The answer must be B. Don't skip that. Make sure that you're paying attention to it. Let's go ahead and check our work. Okay, we got FBA. FBA is A, D, D, C, right. C56 is B, 25, C, B81, A, O3E. Oop. Did I skip a question? D7C. Where is it? 3500. There we go. 4403E, A, FDE, B. Very good. All right, if you learned anything or didn't learn anything, you got comments, feedback, criticisms, let me know. You know what to do. Comments in the section below. Thumbs up and subscribe if you learned anything, and if you want to continue on this journey through the question bank with me. Again, I'm going to be hopefully completing this whole thing before the end of May, and getting at least all the way through the math and starting through the reading at that point. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this is helpful to at least one person out there, then it'll be all worth it. Thanks for watching.